Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shayman, and for this video, I'm going to be sharing to you guys my day 1 of PhilMyth Readathon. So I am so excited with this video mainly because this is my first time joining PhilMyth Readathon, and last year I remember I just watched a lot of PhilMyth Readathon reading vlogs, and I really did enjoy watching Filipino booktubers doing the vlogs and stuff like that. So this readathon will start on March 28 up until April 10 of 2021, and this is created and hosted by Gerald from Gerald the Bookworm. I will link his announcement video on the description box so you can guys check it out. But basically, this readathon have 7 prompts, and I'm going to share to you guys what are the books that I am reading for this readathon. So the first prompt here is Manananggal, which is read a book with 2 points of view. So with this one, I picked The Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan, and this I actually had a hard time on looking with a 2 point of view because I have a lot of books but multiple point of views. But this one, I tried to flip some of the pages here and I see 2 point of views. So I really believe that this is a 2 point of view novel. So this is for Manananggal, The Wicked Saints by Emily Duncan. So the next one here is Duende. So read a mass market paperback. So I chose Every Breath by Nicholas Sparks. So I really wanted to read this because somehow this is from Nicholas Sparks, and I wanted to be or fell in love with his writing again because this is a romance book. So I am really excited about this novel. So Duende, Every Breath by Nicholas Sparks. The next one here is Black Lady. So read a black covered book written by women of color. So the book should be 80% black or 100 up until 100%. So I chose this one, On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. So this is going to be a reread for me because I really do love Angie Thomas, and as much as I wanted to read Concrete Rose, I still haven't got my copy. But anyway, this one is about our main character Bree, who wants to be the greatest rapper of all time. So I really did enjoy this book last 2019. This is one of my favorite book of all time, and yeah, I really believe that I will also enjoy this for the second time around. So look, I have annotations, so I use 5 color tabs here. So this is going to be my Black Lady prompt. So the next one here is Maria Makiling, which is read a book na gandang-ganda ka sa cover, or like books with beautiful cover. And this one, I am going to choose Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. So if you've been following me on my channel here on Booktube, this has been on my TBR for so long, and I wanted to read it as in right now. So this book is somehow going to be my first read for PhilMyth Readathon Day 1. So I forgot to mention that today is March 27, so I will start my reading vlog later at 12 midnight, sakto March 28, and this book will be the first book that I'm going to read, Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. So the next one here is San Telmo. So read a book with a fire on a title or the cover. So with this one, I'm going to pick this book, Flamecaster by Cynthia Williams. So I really wanted to read this so badly, mainly because this has been on my backlist title for I think 2016 or 2017 or 2018. Like, this was really a long TBR for me, and I really wanted to read this book. But as much as possible, if in case I'm not gonna finish the whole 7 books with this readathon, I am going to combine some prompts. So the 2 prompts that I am combining will be Maria Makiling and San Telmo. So read a book with a beautiful cover, and read a book that has a fire on the title or the cover, and it's going to be this one. So if in case lang hindi ko matapos yung 7 books, so I will remove this one, which is Flamecaster. If in case lang naman, medyo mandadaya lang tayo ng konti. But as per Gerald's video, pwede naman daw mag-combine ng mga prompts. So yeah. So the next prompt will be Sirena, which is read a book written in verse, and with this one, I'm going to pick this book, which is Warrior of the Light by Paulo Coelho. Coelho? I'm butchering names again. So yeah, so I really wanted to read this because somehow it is also written in verse, I believe. So this is also a non-fiction novel, which is short notes on accepting failure, embracing life, and rising to your destiny. So I really wanted to be inspired, so this is a perfect book for the prompt. The last prompt here is Malakas at Maganda. So read a book written by a Filipino author and in your mother tongue. So for this one, I'm going to be be picking si Jaino Silang at ang Labanang Manananggal Mambabarang. So this is a sequel to the si Jaino Silang at ang Tiyanak ng Tabon. So this one I am really excited because yung first book nito is also one of my top favorite books last year. I have a reading vlog for the first book of this novel. You can guys check it out on my Readathon reading vlog. So I will link it on the iCards, but basically I am really excited about this book because I really did enjoy the first one. So this will be the last book on my TBR, which is in the prompt Malakas at Maganda. So these are the books that I'm planning to read for the next 2 weeks starting March 28 up until April 10. So as I mentioned a while ago, today is March 27, 2021 and it is around 6:11 in the evening. So I'm just gonna wait for until 12 midnight to start with my reading vlog, and the first book, as I mentioned a while ago, will be this book, which is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. So I'm going to share to you the synopsis of this book later once I open it because I haven't really opened it. So I will give you an update later once 12 midnight strikes. So I'm gonna give you an update later again. So bye for now. Paulit-ulit. Guys, look at this cover. Pag walang plastic, sobrang ganda. Sobrang stunning ng cover. Like, look at that. So hello everyone, I am back. So time check, it is 1:50 in the morning and reading update with Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. I managed up until page 116 of this novel, and so far I am actually enjoying it. I am really interested with this novel. At the same time, the characters is, of course, I'm more interested with the characters. So Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova is a YA fantasy novel, and we follow our main character in this novel, which is Renata. And Renata was abducted during her childhood by the king, and she has a power to somehow steal memories. So there is an oblivious situation that is happening in this novel, and aside of that, there is a group of people, which is the Whispers. So the Whispers are the rebel spies working against the crown, and somehow these Whispers already rescued our main character, which is Renata. And the click here, the problem in this novel is somehow the Whispers are not really trusting our main character because the main character did something wrong during her time in the palace. So there is a lot of conflict in the story, and then we have our love interest, which is Des, who is somehow my favorite character so far. As the story goes, I can really feel that there is a conflict that is happening in this novel, and our main character needs to decide of what she will be doing or what is her next step, because there is a big decision making that is happening in this novel. The world building and the magic system is also interesting in this novel. So I'm actually really curious of why the Whisper Rebel is somehow not trusting our main character, Renata. Renata's character she was abducted when she was a child, and somehow, you know, she was used in the palace. So why does the Whispers are really angry at her? The trust issues are still there. I really am curious why, because, you know, our main character, Renata, she doesn't really expect that. Like, you know, she doesn't want that. She was somehow abducted by when she was a child. She has no choice. So I really am curious. Maybe it will be explained on the latter part of this novel, but that is the thing that I am really curious. Why does somehow the whispers are not trusting the main character, Nata. I know her magic is somehow stealing memories, but in this world, there is a lot of magic. So they are using a lot of magic in this novel. So I am really curious. I really don't get why the reasoning of the main character having this kind of magic will not be trusted because of that magic. I am really curious. At the same time, I want more information about that. Other than that is I'm actually vibing with the romance in this novel, and I really don't know why, because this is a fantasy novel, but I am vibing with the romance in this novel because I am really enjoying the chemistry of the characters, which is Renata and Des. So that is my reading update so far. I'm actually a bit sleepy because it's actually I think 2 a.m. as of the moment, so I'm gonna give you an update later. So bye for now. So hello everyone, I am back. So I am actually not okay because of this book, Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. But before that time check, it is around 9:29 in the morning. So it is Sunday, March 28. So I managed up until page 156 of this novel. So the reason why I'm not okay with this book is number one, remember what I said a while ago that this is somehow my favorite character? Something happened to him and I am not okay with it. Like, I really felt with the emotions of the character. I really do love the character of this, but at the same time, our author did something like, why? I am really broken with the character of this in this novel. So this is somehow the commander of the Whisper Rebels. So like, why? No. So I woke up 7:45 in the morning and took my breakfast and then took a little bit of reading. And then after what happened to Des, I really closed the book mainly because of what happened to him. So I took a shower thinking of Des. It is something that, it's really hard because you really fell in love with the characters. And then somehow this happened. So I really wanted to share what happened, but somehow I really can't because it is a spoiler. So the reason why this is in that situation because of the main character with Renata. So that is just really my quick update because somehow Des is a big factor while I'm reading this book because all I care about with the character is actually Des. Des' character and something happened to him that I wanted to share to everyone, but at the same time it is a bit spoiler. But anyway, I'm gonna give you an update later with my reading for this one. So I'm gonna give you an update later. I'm going to read more. So bye for now. So hello everyone, I am back. So time check, it is 8:15 in the evening and I managed to finish reading Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova and I gave this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. So what can I say about this book is I really did enjoy the political intrigue in the story. Like, the palace, the places in this novel, I really did enjoy it. And the plot is really interesting for me because the original plot in this novel, there is a weapon that is needed to capture or to get by our main character, which is Ren. We have a group of people here which is what we call the Moria. So Moria is the kind of people who has magic, like technically the people who has magic, and our main character is trying to retrieve the weapon that is inside the palace, mainly because the weapon that is inside the palace is actually a weapon that somehow will remove or enable to remove the magic system in this novel. So our main character doesn't want that, so she is trying to somehow get the weapon inside the palace and with the king and stuff like that. So there is a lot of like political intrigue in this novel, some gossip. So I really did enjoy this book mainly because of the setting of this novel, which is this book is an inspiration to Inquisition Spain. So this sets in 15th century Spain. So I am remembering the book that I read last year, which is The Fountains of Silence by Ruta Sepeti. So that book also sets in Spain. So I remember that book, but that one is historical fiction. But this one, I did enjoy it because there is like a twist and turns also in this novel. Like, there is a lot of action-packed violence, and yeah, with trigger warnings, there is violence, gore, and somehow manipulation with this book. So my main issue with this book is the character pertaining with the main character, which is Ren. So Ren is the kind of character that somehow her decision making somehow I really feel like doesn't really make sense. Like, maybe because she's a teenager, you know, this is a YA novel, but basically some of her decision I am not really agreeing on. Some of the characters in this novel I really did not have like a character development. So to be honest, I really don't care with the character, with the other side characters, but all I care about is of course the main character, and of course with my previous update with you guys, which is this. So if I have a one word with this novel, I'm going to say that it is a bit of underwhelming, mainly because, you know, I really do love the premise of this book, like, you know, Inquisition Spain, 15th century Spain. You know, I really do love the setting of this book. There are few of the scenes here that is somehow a slow pace. Like, I really understood, because this is the first book in a trilogy, I guess, or a duology, I don't know, but you know, this is a series. So Incendiary is somehow, you know, there is a lot of slow moments in this book. Like, there's a lot of information that is being brought to me that somehow I really did not care. Like, give me something that is informative, but you know, when it's overdue, I really feel like, you know, I am getting bored, having a hard time when it comes, I don't know, if the pacing of the writing style. I'm also really struggling with somehow some of the information that is inside this novel. So it's really my own opinion, but basically I really do love, you know, the magic system in this novel. I really do love the magic system. I know there is something lacking with the magic system. There is like a loophole. I really do believe that on the second book, there will be like an explanation more of the magic system in this novel. I actually rate this book 3 stars, but the 0.5 is actually the cover of this book. So I really do love the cover of this book, Incendiary. So I know this reading vlog is a bit short for this book, but for my recommendation with this book, so if you want a YA fantasy novel set or inspired by Inquisition Spain or 15th century Spain, you can definitely check this book. There's a lot of magic here, manipulation, and if you wanted to be intrigued, you can definitely check this book. So I am actually happy as of the moment, because I finished one book, which is one prompt, that is Maria Makiling, and there is actually a badge wherein when you finish one prompt on the first day of the readathon, meron kang badge, which is the Apple Lucky badge. So meron na akong badge. I really feel like I'm really productive. Like, I'm started filming, I started reading, and somehow I have a badge. So yeah, I really am excited with this readathon, to be honest. Like, I wanted to read more of the books on my TBR, but as of the moment, I really feel like I am a bit of tired into reading. I wanted to do something more like, you know, watching Netflix and something like that. So I'm going to start reading again tomorrow. So I really believe that my next book would be Si Jano Silang Book 2, which is this one. So if you've read this book, what are your thoughts? And if you are participating in the PhilMyth Readathon, what are your TBRs? You can share it on the comment section down below. So that's it for my video. So once again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more about my bookish styling, click subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Bye!